Is lying bad? Does lying lead to unhappiness, or is it necessary to achieve a happy life? Well, let's look at Frank here. Frank is a soldier, and his buddy is mortally wounded on the battlefield. Not only that, but his buddy is scared. What should Frank do? Tell his buddy that, sorry dude, you're dead, there ain't nothing we can do. Or lie to him and tell him, hey, don't worry man, everything's gonna be alright, help is on its way, just hang in there. Yeah, sure, he can tell him the truth. What does that accomplish? Absolutely nothing. Lying here brings hope and peace, while telling the truth only brings more fear. And I think Frank's buddy is scared enough without Frank piling on. Now, don't get it twisted, honesty is important, but sometimes when people lie, it's because they value something more than honesty. And in this case, Frank is valuing compassion more than he is valuing honesty. The hard part is figuring out where to draw the line when you lie. Going back to Frank, who is now safely home with his wife and kids, but is stuck in a terrible nightmare. His wife Lisa wakes him up and asks if everything is alright. Now Frank doesn't want to worry his wife, so he lies. He says, hey hon, everything's fine, it was just a bad dream. But obviously everything wasn't fine. Frank has been having that same nightmare for years, and it has taken a real toll on him. The lie came easily to Frank though, for he was afraid of looking weak in front of his spouse. As Ted Williams wrote, we tell lies when we are afraid of what we don't know, afraid of what others will think, afraid of what will be found out about us. But every time we tell a lie, the thing that we fear grows stronger. In this case, the lie was told out of fear, not out of some virtue that we should value more than honesty. This lie will only hurt Frank and those he loves. It can even steal the happiness from future joyous occasions. Back to Frank here. The next morning, after a sleepless night, Frank and Lisa are awakened with the sounds of joy as their kids stampede into the room to wake them up. Mom, Dad, it's Christmas. Santa came last night. Wake up, it's time for presents. Ha! Santa, yet another lie we all like to tell our kids. It goes to show you that we are raised on lies, which is probably why so many of us have a hard time determining when it's appropriate to lie or not. In fact, most stories and myths are lies, but they are used as tools to pass on our values to the next generation. So is this lie harmful or helpful? I would argue that it's helpful and actually brings joy to young children, especially since kids have a very active imagination and can see magic all around them. So what's the harm in telling them a magical story that also teaches them to be good? It's the lies that eat at you, the lies that prevent you from seeking help. Those are the ones that are detrimental to living a happy life.